And salute. I'm going to keep it rolling. I just created that last video that I just posted, and I'm in the groove. So, I want to bring it all home. And what I was saying in the last video, this is something that women can't see. This what makes, attractive, handsome, masculine men, you know, completely irresistible to hot women. It is your ability to understand, understand, and overstand what messages God is sending you, and for how you articulate things that, whatever you're thinking in your mind is, it gets women wet. I'm trying to tell you. I mean, their coochie just be tingling, and that bean just starts, vibrating, and then they just, it swells, and then these chicks are over here just getting wet, just, their panties just getting soaked. It could be at work listening to you. They could be around their man listening to you. They could be with their husband, but the rumble of your voice and the magnitude of what you're saying, with the impact of how they feel, how it makes them feel, just gives them this arousal that they don't know how to even conceptualize or articulate. They just keep listening. And this is the power of the Most High. And God only gives this to his real I know you heard about the chosen ones, but the real ones, what I'm saying, that's above the chosen ones. He gives it to the real ones. He gives it to the ones he know is not going to do anything malicious with it, and always here to try to lead and guide. And I'm telling you, man, it's the ability to not only create the way that you do, which the way that you go about creating shows women that God is real, because it's completely out of nothing that no one else can see but you. Where would you get the vision from if it wasn't from the Most High God? Where would you get the protection from the haters and the consistent leftover females and hating males out there that are trying to shoot things your way and trying to send bad energy your way? Where would you get the energy from? The protection, it's got to be God. They know this, and those women want some of that divine protection as well as trying to get a little bit of that divine wisdom you have going on. The crazy part about it is you will tell people that, hey, I'm gonna go through this, everybody's gonna hate me, then everybody's gonna start liking me, and people talk to you like you're crazy or whatever, because you understand divine timing and they don't. That people will understand what you're saying whenever it's time for them to understand, and you'll have your moment whenever it's time. And that doesn't mean it's going to line up when others would expect for it to, because people will project onto you what they believe to be the right time for God to deliver for you, or what they perceive when God should deliver for anyone. And that's not how God works. That's not how God works. God works on divine time, not your time. So again, this kind of, way of thinking, and then the way that you implement the things that you're doing, and then it just seems like, well, if he was some kind of fraud or whatever, we wouldn't see the results of what he's saying. Everything that you're saying, you're doing, you're coming through on it. They can see the the work that you're putting in, not just on social media, because everybody's posting on social media. That's not happening, but also in the background, right? They can see the fruit. They can tell. Getting fit, you're getting better with your speaking and your articulation. You're more and more happy. You're seeming more and more organized. The consistency is there, and the growth is undeniable. So keep doing what you're doing. This is what makes you irresistible to women. Again, just pulling from the ether, from the darkness, and manifesting into this realm, into reality, what your soul feels would best serve you and the world, what I mean, in a positive way, um, that only you can see is a blessing from God. There's no other way to put it. There's absolutely no other way to put it. And the way that you speak and think is different than other people, and can only be from the Most High God. It can only be because it's not like you're so unorthodox that it's kind of like they can't predict it. Like, okay, for example, the legend John Bones Jones, right? He taught himself before he got a coach a lot of the basics from watching YouTube videos. So he put together his mixed martial arts base from what he learned from YouTube and what he thought was more important and not from what a coach would have taught him. So that gave him this unorthodox type of base, and he's unpredictable. That's why he's undefeated. And you know, people that have gone through traditional martial arts training, they go by certain routines and patterns that other people that know about those martial arts can predict, whereas you have no idea what Bones Jones is going to do. He's a trained unorthodox. He was trained in a way that wasn't structured, you know, that didn't come from a certain, you know, type of martial arts specialty. So he's just he mixed things up the way he wanted to, and it made a certain kind of fighter that can't be predicted. And that's the same thing with you. They don't know what you're going to do, when you're going to do it, how you're going to do it, when you're going to take time off, when you're going to go, you know, balls to the wall. They have no idea. They don't know when God's going to let you blow up to the point where you're completely noticeable and recognized by they have no idea. They can see and look and tell it's any point in time. It can happen anytime, but they're on, you know what I'm saying, more on the edge than you are. You know, you know it's going to happen. So you're just, you know, putting in the work and keeping it consistent, you know, that way when you're ready, you don't have to get ready. But look, you guys, I want to hold you. Just wanted to follow up on that video and not leave you hanging and bring and tie everything together. And this is the reason why, you know what I'm saying, that women find attractive, handsome, masculine men irresistible, completely irresistible. Anyway, y'all, love and light. I'm your brother. Smash that like button. Drop a comment. Hit the notification bell, you guys. It's super important. I'm out.
In this game, you gotta have that dog in you.
Made in America.